Hi. Just kidding.
We're live!
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and pets alike, welcome to the North America Challenger Tournament 2023 Open Qualifier Roundtable. I'm Assassin Dave. With me are the incredible North America finalists. You guys are already know them. Let's start with Zena Lily, the beautiful Zena Lily. How you doing?
Good. Are we already going into it?
Oh yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I'm Tina Lily. I'll be one of your hosts for the NACT. It'll be my first time doing this, but you know, I'm gonna have fun with it. I stream on Twitch, and that's where I started. I've played Mobile Legends for 5 years, and I enjoy it. So that's me for now.
Okay, how about Private?
Hey, what's going on? Private Dancer here. Some of you might know me, some of you might not know me outside of the potato avatar, but this is going to be my second year doing casting for the NACT. And yeah, that's going to be an amazing year and an amazing season for NACT.
All right. That sounds pretty exciting. The second year. Eunice, we have some new faces. Again, a new caster. Go ahead, Eunice.
Hi,
Who are you?
Eunice. I'm a caster. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here right now. I haven't been in these situations before, so I'm not really known out there yet, but I will be soon, so
Wow.
aloha.
Well, aloha. Okay. Okay, well, let's go to G the Echo. I think you have a name change now because everybody's calling you G the Echo, right?
Yeah. So it sounds better to me, ultimately. So yeah, I'm G the Ico. Used to be a caster. Now I'm going into full influencer mode. I've been to M4, been to the last NACT, casted in a lot of NACTs, and now we're here. And I'm glad to be here.
Okay. All right. Now we'll move on to the last but not the least, one and only. You've been streaming every single day, so tell us a little bit about who you are one more time.
Yes, sir. This is Yue here, ex-Gosu member. It's been a good story. I just had to get it out there, in the beginning. I know a lot of people, talk about Gosu and stuff, but I am retired from that, moving on to become, a soon-to-be caster. But right now we're just YouTube and just playing games and hanging out and just doing as much as we can. So.
You've been streaming I think your stream has been growing quite a bit. I've seen your numbers going to 200, 300 viewers sometimes. So you've been streaming consistently. Like, what's your schedule like, actually?
Well, right now I stream in the mornings. There was a time period where I would just stream during the day and I would put in a lot of hours. Yeah. But I felt like it was overlapping a lot with a lot of other people. And I didn't really there was just too much going on during that time. 7 to 10 o'clock, everyone is on, if you're practicing, squads on and stuff. So I'd rather just put some time in the morning, get my 2-3 hours in, say good morning to people, say hi, and just enjoy the chat. And then at nighttime, I could do other things. So.
Ooh, yes. I know a lot of people at G stream, Zena stream, Private stream, and Eunice is gonna stream.
Soon.
Maybe. I'm a college student.
Yeah.
Relax.
Oh my.
You're pretty busy with school.
Okay, Aiko. Okay.
Eunice, I have a question. Isn't spring break coming up, for you?
Yes. I think it's
Okay.
March, right?
Yeah,
it is
great
March.
student.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be probably a week only. So it's we don't really get long breaks. The only long break we got was actual winter break. I actually was off of school for a month-ish.
Right.
But besides that, I'm pretty sure everything else is short. My Thanksgiving break was only 2 days with college. So it just depends on every university. But where I'm at, I don't think it's going to be long. So we're going to definitely have to see.
Okay. All right. I think that's a great start to
Don't
be
tempt me.
honest.
Don't tempt me. Stop.
What is happening right now? Okay, let's get into the next section of tonight's topic, which is the NACT format. NACT Spring, we're welcoming a brand new format, as everybody know. You've been watching NACT and you've been following NACT. And then obviously, for everybody on the desk today, on the table today, we have we're gonna talk about the format, right? We're gonna have round robin going to regular season. We still have the traditional Open Qualifier, kind of like last season but expanded. Now this time we have 96 teams instead of 64. So why don't we go ahead and talk about like you know, your opinions about the format? What does that mean to you? I mean, like anyone want to start?
You guys can start now.
It's amazing to be had that North America. For me, what this means is that North America has grown. We already, because what we've always noticed and what most of us known from behind the scenes is that there have been so many teams trying to get in, and it's almost a shame to have like only 64 that were able to get chosen. So now that we've moved it up to 96, that means more people have the opportunity to come in. More people can kind of grind that sword against the iron to kind of get matched up, and I'm really excited. But I pity the lobby hosts who are going to be there this weekend hosting these matches for them. It's going to be a long night for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, anybody else have anything to say about the tournament format this time?
Well, I mean, I think like expanding from 64 to whatever 90 number that we have is huge, because I know a lot of people, they want to participate. They've been practicing. I know there's so many organizations right there out there. I know myself, I'm hosting MLSA, and a lot of those people from those teams, you know, a little bit like, I guess, amateur or development league, they want to push players towards, you know, this path, and you know, to expand into something that we have a small qualifiers before a group stage. Like, I think that is so big for the community. And, you know, of course, like, you know, thanks to the organizers, you know, the people that are behind the scenes, because again, just like Private said, there's going to be a lot of matches coming in this weekend. And, you know, a lot of tournament lobbies, a lot of hosts, a lot of time trying to get people together. It's going to be wild, but I do think we have the right people, the right staff for this. So super excited.
Well, let's go. I mean, G, you were trying to say something, right, just now?
Yeah, no, Zach, I feel the same way, just like Private and you said. I think my take on it, like my personal opinion, is that I enjoy it. I think it's good for NA. It's good for me as an influencer. I get to meet a lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing teams out there, and I get to see like their passion that they have for MLBB. And it's easy to make content. I got tournament lobbies back and forth, you know, and not only on like you know, content wise, esports wise, but also on like a personal level. I'm able to see how pros play in North America. We're able to essentially create a scene that we have never been able to do before. And now we can kind of say that these 94 or 96 people that made it are kind of almost amateur pros at this point.
Yeah. I mean, like for Eunice and Xena, this is, I guess, the first time you guys are involved in the official event. So far, like, what have you seen from the community? Like, how do you feel about the vibe of the tournament?
I think it's pretty fun. I've seen some up-and-coming teams that just started from scratch and everything, and they got coaches, and they're really trying their hardest. And it's really cool to see that the community is growing here in NA, and the fact that they're trying really hard to be up on that pro level, you know? So.
Yeah. And Eunice, what about you? You're gonna be a caster now for NACT, you know?
I am. I mean, I just think that being able to branch out more teams for this NACT, just seeing a lot of people really fight for what they want and being able to place, like, hopefully before the brackets even came out, it just, like, the drive and the grit that you can see coming in from these squads individually is not something you can just find up on anywhere. And like, being able to communicate and synergize with the 5-man team is already hard enough in general, and having that momentum to keep going, knowing that there is also a possibility that you might not even place as you go down the long run, but having that mindset and still walking in there knowing that you still have a chance, I still have a chance to place. And like, kind of seeing that from like the backside point of view as me being a caster now, that like I can kind of see where like these people are kind of going with their scrims and like their ranked games. I see them always grinding. Like, I don't ever see the same people offline at the same exact time. Like, they're always online. So like, I just think this year's NACT is going to be more uptight and more like very intense, I would say, because now there's more teams, the brackets are going to be bigger, the matches are going to be longer, and there's going to be new faces, so I'm kind of excited right now.
To be honest, I want to add a little bit to this area because everybody's talking about how we opened up from 64 to 96. I know I've seen a lot of teams grinding, by the way, like because there are opportunities to sign up, and while every team is signing up, our referee team, our moderation team was like checking everybody, verifying every team, but there's still a lot of teams that didn't end up into the bracket because this year is more competitive than we have seen ever before. Like, I don't know why the teams are just grinding so hard, but literally everybody's rank are so high. We have I think our cutoff, we have 96 teams, up to like 120, 130 signups. We've seen like 3-4 mythical glories in the teams. Like there's just so many high ranked players that sign up for the tournament. So like it feels so bad that a lot of teams we've seen grinding from legend to mythic because they need to join. Now, with that being said, I didn't hear any discussion about the round robin format that we're gonna have in the regular season. So any thoughts about that with the top 8 teams in North America?
See, this is going to be interesting too because with just a little the tiny experience that I had with the NASL that Trex ran, that there was. It was a round robin there, and even those teams only faced each other once, and it was just such a flip flop to see how certain teams did against certain compositions or certain other teams, and teams that you thought were going to win because they came on so strong, just had some issue with Team B that they couldn't overcome. It's going to be amazing, and not just one time, but twice that these teams are going to be facing each other. So that's the most exciting part to me, is because you're going to get to see these teams go against each other, and then you're going to be able to see them at another turn to see if they've learned anything, if they've come up and they've progressed to another level. And all these teams, I think it was said before, all these teams who make it to the top 8, not to discount anybody who doesn't make it to the top 8, but like the round robin's going to be dealing with those. All of those 8 teams are definitely going to come out the other end better teams for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you being a pro player, I want to get your thoughts, especially on this, because this time I want to let everybody know about the stake. Okay, 96 teams in Open Qualifier, and after this weekend, only 8 teams are going to be left. All right, and in North America, we have like about 20 top teams that can actually, put on a show, right? So this is going to be more competition ever before. Now, Yue, what's your thoughts about the regular season? What's your thoughts about the competition?
So what the tournament pretty much goes like a tournament mode all the way to top 8, which ends this weekend, into a round robin where every team plays everyone for a certain standing, and then after that they go into a tournament bracket once again. So that's very different because a lot of the times, like, teams would just kind of aim for whatever they can get, but now there's a big stake, right? Everyone's playing like a best 2 out of 3, and it's going to be very, very like very tight every single match. Everyone wants to play, everyone wants to win, and if you lose, you go home right away. And they really try to get into that top 8 spot. And just like you said, like, there's so many teams out there that are really, really good, like grinding, like that one, like the whole team is 1,000 points. They're like 75% win rate. They're playing every single night. So like, in order to get to that top 8, it's kind of like a safe spot where they can kind of, let go a little bit. And I do think a lot of the teams, especially like the top teams, are going to come out onto that stage just because of like experience and all that. Now, if we went to top 8 and we went through, we would kind of have like a little bit more relief, because back then it would just be grinding, right? Like, you just be so nervous, like there's no stopping, and you just try to go through all the way. But now that there's that round robin, I think there's going to be a lot more exciting matches to watch. And like, there's going to be like probably a lot of like practice and readjusting and like trying to like figure out what team does what, and like a lot of note taking, a lot more strategy behind it. And I think, to be able to play every team once into another tournament bracket of top 8, like, that adds that spice into it and adds a little bit of drama into it. And I don't know, that just seems so exciting.
True. I think it ties to what Private said, right? Regarding the redemption match. Before you make a mistake, you're kind of done. Now you have you got to fight them again. It's double round robin, right? If round robin is not enough, we have double. And by the way, for the people who did not know about regular season stream schedule, every day you have 4 best out of 3s. 8 teams gonna go toe to toe, best out of 3 format. 4 round of best of 3s. Watch until you're fully satisfied, right? You can literally just lay back and just. You're gonna have infinite amount of matches to watch, and all of them gonna be the best of the best, right? Because this is literally selected from, I don't know how much competition we have, because they have gone through such a huge shakeup for the roster. I mean, G, you've been following the roster, the team shakeup for the while. What are some of the teams that surprised you the most, I would say?
So there's quite a few teams that I've seen kind of shine, and I would say. Again, I've seen a lot. BTK actually coming back, rising from the ashes. That blew me away. And then Ackerman, Area 77 reviving as well, blew me away. The Huevos, I think Ethereal was there. There was just so many other teams. And then you got Black Odyssey kind of coming up. They're showing some potential. Second to None is... they're looking pretty good too.
Yeah.
So I've hosted a lot of scrims and I've seen their potential, and I've seen that, and that's what excites me about all of this esports that are happening right now, is that the scene's growing. The people they're hungry, and having a round robin like that, if anybody ever makes it to that, I think it's gonna get rid of the fear. It's gonna get rid of that nervousness that you're gonna have, because you, again, like you said, you just won't. You're not going to be there for one time, and one mistake is going to end your whole career. You get to learn from your mistakes and learn from challenge and change.
And your whole career. Speaking of that, this NACT, we have seen so many top squad that's led by girl gamers in the community, okay? You pointed out Black Odyssey that's led by Panda, by the way. Super intelligent player. I think she has 5 or 6 Supreme on all the majors she's touched, and she actually want to go to SCA to be a pro player with all the assassins she plays as a jungler. And then also we've seen for the first time ever for an NACT stage that we have girl caster, aka Eunice, as well as lead host, aka Xena and Liz. So I mean, there are a lot of firsts in this tournament. Now, Eunice, any teams that you've been watching out for? Because you've been casting MLSA. Tell us about it.
I'm just trying to think of all the matches that I've casted right now, but I'm gonna bring back some teams. So I know Huevo has been up there. I also know Shadow 9 has competed in MLSA in the Valentine's Dash, and they put on a pretty mean show. Idolix has also pretty much stood their ground for a little bit in the Valentine's Dash. I don't know who the new roster is right now, but Beat the Odds. They probably rechanged the members in there, but they also were in the Valentine's Dash, the Valley, but they had their roster change as well. But whoever was in the top 8 Valentine's Dash tournament, if you go back to the channel and rewatch those matches, they don't play at all. Right. They're not playing in those matches, and you can tell the grit that they had while they were trying to fight, and knowing that it's a very small tourney on top of that, and the way that they were fighting for even just to secure that first match win is just, you can tell these teams really improved a lot compared to when I was on Mobile Legends a year ago. This is nothing compared to what I've seen now. So I really want to see these when the qualifiers do happen and all these matches happen. I know these new teams, they're gonna come and down and get dirty in all those matches, and it is a round robin, so it's a double round robin, but you kind of have that one chance, and then you kind of secure that that relaxation or that ground of okay, we got through the first match. Even if they win or lose, they still have to compete anyways. So with that ground level there, you can kind of be okay, this is how it's gonna feel like. Let's run it back. So I'm really excited to see where the teams are going. But as for MLSA, those are the top 8 teams that I do want to see kind of excel through the brackets, and I'm pretty confident that they will. But I just need to see who they're up against, their opponent. So kind of excited right now.
Yeah, by the way, this is unbiased live stream, okay? Okay, everybody here is very neutral. Maybe with the exception of Xena. Xena, I know you have some teams that you really like.
Teams that I really like. The heck, no. I'm excited to see everybody going. I mean, I don't see the teams that I originally said, was going, but I actually am looking forward to seeing one of the newest teams that I've been keeping an eye on. They're Zenix Lotus, so I kind of want to see them coming in because they've been working really hard, and I want to see like how good they are and if they can actually make it to the top 8. And I also want to see the female teams. They have the female players in them, like Ackerman and Wasian. Let's see if they can make it. So
yeah, we have quite a bit. I think this tournament will have 3 teams led by girl captains. Ackerman led by none other than Nicolette, aka Apple, and we have obviously Black Odyssey led by Panda, and I think Ashley, right? Everybody know about Insomniacs. Ashley is back in the tournament. I forgot exactly the team name they were playing under.
Wasians.
True. Wasians, yeah. one of the most bomb name that we have. So, all right, I think that's enough about the format. Obviously, going to be really exciting. It's 14 weeks regular season. Every weekend you have that. So make sure to put on a calendar. Every weekend, starting next weekend, is going to be regular season. Saturday, Sunday, 5:30 EST, 4 best of the 3s. Now, with that being said, the next section that we have, we're going to discuss together, is going to be the regular season team predictions. This is going to be the spicy ones because we have double elimination. Now, Saturday, we're going to have 4 teams that makes out right away. And Sunday, we're going to have another 4 teams that makes out the Open Qualifier. So a total of 8 teams that go into the regular season. With that being said, let's quickly take a look off the bracket. So this is the first section. I'm going to leave it to 3 of you. Now, taking a look at what we have on the screen right here, I mean, what do y'all think, like from this big section? Any opinions?
Well, I mean, immediately off the bat, you got BTK there up at the top. That's a easy vote. Most people are like, well, I don't want to say easy. I mean, easy vote. They're the most popular. They're the ones. And I know a lot of people are kind of talking about the synergy issue, but what anybody who's been part of the community for a while knows everybody on that team is a mainstay here in North America. Not just Zane, but Lord T, Yato, Theo, Yuna, all of these dudes have been playing for at least a year in the, I don't want to say the pro scene, but professionally here in North America. So, I mean, none of these guys are slouches. And then you have that backed up by the micro ability of Zane. I think that's going to be one of those. It's going to be rough for everybody in that little bracket area there, because you're going to have a big hill to climb to try to meet the challenge of BTK.
All right, everybody, anyone else?
Oh, well, and also, like, on the bottom, like, Team Goshi is very popular, like you would say. So I don't know too much of these teams, but the ones that I know of and they stand out would be the BTK, Team Goshu, yeah, so...
Oh, hey, by the way, we're talking about this bracket so far, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so let me explain to everybody how this works, okay? So just so you get an idea how this sorry about that. Let me explain how this works. A lot of people looking at this format a little bit of surprise. Okay, so let me quickly explain. Now, if you look at the top side, if you go to the website, by the way, anything you want about a tournament, you can find it in the website and our Discord server. But if you go to the website, you can see the bracket here. It's Open Qualifier. You can see this is the winner bracket. And then there are 4 seats here that goes to the regular season. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And on the lower bracket, there are also 4 other seats that go to the winner bracket, that go to the regular season, right? That's, if I zoom out a little bit, you can see that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now, what we're discussing right here is going to be the winner bracket regular season, right? So basically, whoever makes it out from the top bracket right here. So like this is a free for all, by the way. Anyone can talk, anyone can input. If you look at this, the first section right here, right? These are the people who are gonna be on a little isolated island. They're gonna compete for this one spot, kind of, right? That goes to the regular season, and then everybody else have to drop the lower bracket and fight again. This is a tough road. I mean, any inputs? Yeah, anything.
Well, I think this is Yue, but I think BTK is definitely gonna come out at least from that top majority. There's also that bottom where we see that A77. I don't know if they didn't get a seed. Maybe their rank is a little bit low right there. I personally know Apex, they're strong, but A77 has a lot of those good players, especially as an organization. They have a handful of players that played throughout many tournaments, have scored top 4, top 2 many times. I definitely see them going against BTK at the very end. But also there's some noticeable people like Bloodhounds, led by Bocaroso. He's been part of the community for quite some time, and his team is going to be pretty strong also. And also Team Ace, shout out to my boy Wolf. Been watching over him for a long time, so I'm super excited. It's gonna be a tough road for him because he is probably gonna be meeting BTK in that winners round 4. Even though there's still a lot of the teams, and Legacy actually, one of the teams that actually played a lot of the tournaments too. So I do think they also have a chance too. But once again, I think A77 is gonna dominate throughout the whole bottom side, and BTKs dominate throughout the whole top side. And if one of them loses, it's probably going to be one or the other that wins the loser brackets too. That's my prediction.
Okay, what about anyone else?
I feel the same way. Like Area 77 sticks out, Apex, Legacy, Ethereal's there, Rebels in Paradise. This first top bracket is packed with some heavy hitters that I've seen.
I agree.
Through a lot of Mobile Legends, through the NASL, and I've seen them grow. So I can only imagine that we're gonna see a lot of fighting in this top bracket, and not everybody's gonna be able to secure that the first slot there. But if not, I can definitely see a lot of them falling down to the lower bracket and definitely, hopefully, trying to steal one of those seeds.
Work their way back.
Yeah.
Though. Run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back. I mean, like, if you look at the top bracket, every single bracket is very competitive, right? I mean, that's the whole point of the tournament.
100%.
Yeah, and you can take a look from let's take a look at second bracket right here, and you obviously see how much matches go into one tiny section. All this matches just go into, all of them have to be played, and all of them have to be like processed, moderated, by our referees. This over this weekend. I think everybody over here, I know Private's gonna be streaming probably with some. Are you been casting with someone, Private?
It depends. Probably not. Oh shoot! Let's go. Saturday, tomorrow, we'll cast it together then.
Definitely.
Maybe not the whole 6 hours, but
take some break in between.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at,
definitely.
Yeah. Let's take a look at second bracket, Private. I mean, any inputs about this?
We already know.
Zeno was talking about Gosu. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I see Zenex up there too.
Yes, Zenix is there. Oh man, they're in that bracket with Kush.
So I see Time. I see Shadow 9. Those were the teams that I was talking about in MLSA. I see Los Eggs as well. That's the underdog team of Huevo. FaZe is there, which is Wheezy's team that he's leading right now.
Whiplash.
I do see as well.
Yeah.
Tilt Rehab, I do know that squad. I just don't know who the members are in that squad. But this is actually a pretty decent bracket. This alone is also pretty decent. I don't see. Yeah. Oh, but that last bracket though.
Yeah. Private. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to talk about the big elephant in the room there, which is the Team Gosu.
Yeah.
Sans General, Sans Yui. And I've talked about this before. I would love to see, or at least know, maybe Yui can give me some background info if General's going to be a big part of the background there. Because I would love to see, like, Gosu has such a history in North America. They're basically from the beginning. Regardless of what you think that they've done lately, I mean, they were there from the beginning and they've continued to play. And they've been competitive still. They've remained competitive. Maybe not like still getting up in the top 2, top 3, but they've remained competitive in North America for as long as there has been a competitive North America. And with General stepping aside, it's going to be a hurdle for Gosu. I want to see what they have and what they're going to be able to put together through which is basically the new blood of North America in this bracket.
Well, for me, right, General's leadership, especially in the games, it's very intense and it's very serious. And he has a lot of the experience. He has a lot of the professional side. He's watched a lot of those matches. So definitely not going to have him in the lineup is going to change up some of the synergy, some of the chemistry, especially leadership style. But Team Gosu, you know, we've been recruiting a lot of the good peoples. We have Tarzan, which right now I believe he is going to be slotted in that gold, and he's been putting in a lot of work. We also have, you know, Fleur. He's always been there. We have a lot of the returner players that have been playing with Gosu for a long time. Fleur, Uzi, Xavier, Stoner. They brought in pretty much like the old Gosu, I believe, like the M2 Gosu, and like, you know, they really are trying to put together a team. And this is like, it's not really like last minute, because they've really been trying to like gear up for this. So like, I'm pretty excited. And they also have Anna, which is actually a non-Gosu member that actually I believe joined recently or will be joining, and he will be playing in the jungle position. So honestly, I'm pretty excited. I do think in terms of this bracket, Gosu is definitely the one that stands out, especially on the top side, but they have to go through times, and times, you know, they won through some tournaments recently. I believe I casted one for the Excellent Era tournament, and I think they got top 2. They're a strong team. We also got Whiplash, which is led by Dez. Another YouTuber, shout outs to him too, one of my good friends. And I do think they're probably going to be the toughest in terms of that bottom side. I'm not really seeing too many familiar faces, but again, you know, these 3 teams, they're strong, they're top 8 worthy, and you know, I'm definitely going to be rooting for Gosu here.
I have some input here. The aggregate one from like when we were doing when we were actually trying to look at the seeding, obviously we got some data, and aggregate 1 is actually one of the highest ranked team in the entire tournament. Like they have people who are like 2,000 points each, you know, like a kind of deal. So I mean, I don't know, maybe a player changed their names, but this is definitely a team to watch out for. Like I don't even know who they are. I know one of the players called Afnan.
1,000 points and nobody knows who they are.
Yeah, like
manager TFB Afnan. I know him.
Yeah. Afnan lead the new team because I think it's a previous TFB, Team First Blood, right? So that.
Can I change my vote? Is that really Team First Blood?
No, well, it's like every team is going through a little bit of remodeling at this point, you know. So
yeah, I've been hosting a lot of scrims for Aggravate 1, so they've done pretty well. They've faced like Black Odyssey a couple times, if I'm not mistaken. They've also faced what we'll see later, Second to None, and I mean they're good. Some of these games are action packed. I get a lot of good clips. They're an amazing team.
I get a lot of good clips. All right, guys. Now let's talk about the next bracket, the third bracket of the room, in the top winner bracket region. This is going to be one of the, should I say, elephant in the room, right? Let's take a look. We have some really good teams in here.
Bro, this for me is going to probably be the most exciting bracket because there's a lot of shakeup in here. Ohio Brothers, we all know, is going to be Hoon's team. The Cuevo, these guys, I don't know if you guys know. Well, everybody has to because they do scrims like every single week. I'm talking every single week. These dudes have been working hard at it. We were talking about Wasians over there. Ashley's team is going to be in there as well. Akatsuki. Or Akatsuki, I always do that. Akatsuki, I believe this is going to be Hoy from the original BTK. Hoy is on that team as well as, and I think there was one more, and then you have
Incognito right now. Incognito and the Empire, those two.
Well, for me, definitely it's gonna be the Ohio brothers. They, they got championship experience. I believe what best player won the Valentine's tournament. There's also Shark in their M4 experience. Hoon is gonna be leading that squad as a leadership position. This is gonna be his first time, his debut of being a leader. And I've watched him throughout the past and I've seen a lot of good stuff from him. He's a really, really nice guy. So I definitely think the Ohio brothers here is going to go through pretty much sweep every single person here. They also got like an MPL player for the EXP. Yurishi. Yeah. Huge team right there. And they also have Gina and Basic. That's tough, right? But Quavo, one of the MLSA teams that I've actually casted before, strong team, but definitely going to be hitting that stop once they win into that next match.
I'm so sad about that too, because I know they've been working so hard.
Yeah, but the other guy that I really think that's going to be winning is going to be the Empire. I actually played with two of these guys for the M3 qualifiers, and we went top 8. I believe we lost to BTK in the top 8, and they have Alex, which is a core jungler. I believe he also plays chess outside, wins tournaments there, so he definitely has a huge brain. And also Jordan, he's leading the Empire, so I'm definitely going to be rooting for these two teams. They're going to go far for sure.
All right. I mean, I feel like there are a few teams that's going again. I want to talk about the underdogs here. Obviously, we have Wasians. We have Wasians led by Ashley. I mean, I have problem reading that. I don't know how to pronounce the name properly. Luckily,
I mispronounced it already before we got on live, so Xena was able to correct me. So I came in here looking like I knew what I was talking about.
All right, yeah. See, you see, it's not just me. It's just really hard name to pronounce. And then there's also Bring Out Madness. Right, Bring Out Madness is a team from Hawaii. I don't know if the only team from Hawaii this time, but it's definitely exciting, in North America, we have brothers from an island far, far away, participating in the tournament. Nighthorde, I think, what's the leader? Who's the leader for Nighthorde again?
Tyrant.
Tyrant. Yes, all of the community, long time, community members. So this is going to be good. Limey top. I think this is really one of the top teams in the ranking as well.
I see YKS. I'm pretty sure that's Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Yakuza. No, on top of Spice Cabinet in that U bracket, that's Yakuza. And they were pretty solid. They are a pretty solid team. League Villains actually. I'm actually the squad manager for that squad. League Villains. They are also a pretty good East team. Pretty solid.
League Villains. This one? Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. Yep. Well, you heard what Yue said. They're definitely gonna hit that stop. I'm just okay. So
I mean, let's be real here. Let's be real here. Like the Ohio brothers, there is an MPL championship winner with three members from M4, and then we have a jungler that is pretty much up there right now. So they're gonna hit this. Everyone's
gonna hit that stop.
Everyone's gonna hit that stop. Let's be real here.
This would be a short conversation if we just went by.
I just wanted to let y'all know where these players came from, because I mean, if we're just looking at that, that's kind of a really who the hell are the Ohio brothers? But if we look at the roster and you see the names, you'll definitely know these people are from pretty good spots. They have the experience. They've been in international settings. So everyone's gonna hit the stop button pretty fast once it gets up to that bracket where they just need to stop at the stop sign. That's all they need to do.
Hey, you guys say that, but last year at the NACT fall, actually NACT summer, I think we've seen BDK getting taken down by teams that never expected. BDK just came back from M3, winning everything.
Yeah, these are best of ones. And that's a shaky concept with how there is no time to really kind of sit here and get complacent about it. If you're one of these teams, any little mistake, because especially if it's one of these teams that we're not talking about, they're hungry and they're looking for an opportunity to upset one of the big dogs here. So I'm glad I'm not the one playing in there, because that's a lot of pressure for a lot of these teams.
It's okay, Private. This is why we're behind here. Swear to God.
No pressure.
Safe.
This is why we're right here. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here. We're not jumping to London. We're gonna stay right here. We're gonna stay right here.
That's why I'm joining over there too. That's why I don't want to play anymore. I can't handle it myself.
You see, that's why I'm like in a different room behind the room you guys are in. You see, like that's that further back.
I mean,
further
I goes with Dave, and then private. Me,
hiding-
UA,
I'm hiding
we'll
too.
be right here. We'll be right here. Every time someone dies on the field, they're with us.
You see, the best part is Xena is gonna be on the side cheering for whoever team. You know, that's the best part of Xena.
Exactly.
Completely
I'm like,
unbiased.
I'll just be over here talking
Yeah.
about it.
She's the absolute cheerleader for everybody, right? That's the best because, like, as a caster, you have to like it's really hard when you bring a performance, right? But at the same time, as a host, I mean, you have to bring the color, but at the same time, like whoever wins, that's all good. So I guess like less pressure for
Right.
Xena. But by the way, Xena, this is Ohio Brother is the Valiant. I know in the interview you mentioned that like you were supporting the Valley, the Simpsons, right?
Yeah. So I mean, it's piece of them. So yeah, I could say
Piece of 'em.
Piece of them.
But then you could say the same thing. BTK has one of them in there too. So
True.
you know.
True. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's why that's why I have to talk about this because it's such a huge shakeup. Every team, like there are good players in almost every team now. Now, with that being said, we're coming to the last and final bracket, which is, let's take a look at right here from this side. I think my pen is not working. There we go. Look at this. The Ackermans.
Oh, that's a pretty pink.
Wow.
So any inputs, feel free. You know, there's no special order.
Ackerman.
Yeah.
See Ackerman.
The
Already
Ackerman.
up
Black
there.
Odyssey.
Beat the odds right there. Black Odyssey's up there.
Whoa.
I mean, your squad's up there too, Dave. Foreign Famous is up there.
What's going on there?
There's a foreign famous in here? Where is that?
At the very bottom.
At the very bottom.
Did you not
Oh
send
my
this?
god, you don't even know that your own squad was in there. Oh, Jesus.
I cheer for foreign famous. All right, any other team?
I don't see.
Those are the only ones I know.
Either Salty. That's a squad that Yui will know. That's where Bibe's in. Bibe.
Ether Salty.
Yes.
Oh yes, B-Bay. One of the
Yeah, I'm pretty
one of
sure.
the strong marksmen.
Pretty sure he's in that squad. I think I hosted Scrim for them yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it's them. I might
mean,
be wrong.
For me, definitely.
Let me go check before I get called out. Hold on.
but for me, definitely Ackerman is gonna be the hurdle to get over here, right? They're again a lot of tournament experience. I played against them personally. I know a lot of the players there. You know, they have Galaxy, Nicolette. Nicolette is leading this, I guess.
Yeah.
Zia, which is M3. They also have Foe. Tonak is gonna be a tank. They also have Rose, which is a really strong like multi-role type of player. He has a bunch of different things in his bag, so definitely that team is gonna be the one to watch out for. Beat the Odds, also one of the tournaments. They have Joy Baj. They have a lot of strong players in there, and there was one more. Black Odyssey. Oh yeah, Panda Squad. You know, I've been friends with Panda for a while, and you know they've gone through some roster changes, but she is proving a lot in scrims. And you know, I've been watching her for a very long time. Very talented assassin / mage player. You know, have a lot of expectations for her. Shout outs to her and her team. I know Momento, one of the strongest EXP laners out there, and a lot of the points that I grinded definitely comes from the Black Odyssey group. So I definitely think if I had to pick two teams, Ackermans and Black Odyssey here.
I was just about to say that too. Not just those two teams, but two teams that have like some core and talented female players on there as well. This is going to be Nicolette's first I want to say unpairing because she used to always with best player. She used to always be teamed with best player, who's now going to be on the Ohio Brothers, and she's going to be in the leadership role here for Ackerman. And Ackerman has been a great team since they kind of birthed from the ashes of the original Area 77. So I mean, the Ackerman right now is probably my favorite team to kind of go far. I want to see them go far. It might not be what I think, who I think is going to be winning the entire thing, but as far as like the team that I'm kind of fanboying over, Ackerman's up there because of the players in there. Kush, Nicolette's in there. Azia's in there as well, and then you guys were talking about Black Odyssey, those with Panda and the rest of that team there too. I think those two have a good chance, and I think that's going to be one of probably the best if it goes like that. If it does go to a Black Odyssey and Ackerman meeting at the what we would call, I guess, the semi-finals of that bracket there, I think that's going to be like one of the best matches of the weekend.
All right. I mean, I think as you can see from the overall bracket, I guess all I want to say is like every single section, there are more than 2 teams. There are like that everybody pointed out here, right, as top teams. And remember, on the winner bracket side, only one team from each section makes it up, get to the regular season. Everybody else will get kicked down to the lower bracket, and they'll fight again on Sunday. Saturday is all about winner bracket. You know, go from the beginning, and then we decide 4 teams that goes to regular season, and a Sunday is all about a loser bracket. So if you lose one time on Saturday, you're done. You're done for the day, right? And you're not done, like, period. You're done for the day. On Sunday, if you lose, you're truly done. You know, the stake is really, really high. I mean, let's have anything you guys want to say about NACT, or anything you guys want to say to the viewers. Now, where to find them? Because I know everybody on the desk, on the table today, are going to be participating in NACT in one way or another, you know? So why don't we just starting from Zena, like anything you want to say, tell the viewers how to find you, when do you stream, all that kind of stuff.
Be streaming after this, but
Oh,
I stream on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:30 p.m. PST. And yeah, so that's my main thing right now. That's it.
yeah. All right.
Hi, I'm
Go ahead, Private. Go ahead,
You
Private.
want to
No, I just want to say go ahead.
I'm Private. I thought you were going to introduce me. I'm Private Dancer. I do stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tomorrow I will be hosting. I'll probably get with. I will be hosting the qualifiers. I'll probably get with Yui if he wants to, since he's volunteered up that casting thing. We're gonna mix it up a bit this weekend. So make sure to catch us tomorrow at 5:30. I believe it's Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
For the qualifier starts. But yeah, you can catch me on Twitch and YouTube, or lurking around probably all of these guys' streams here, posting in there occasionally. So
Oh yeah. Before we move to Eunice, I want to let everyone watching know that all of their social links are in description right now. So that's one of the best way you can find out where they are, where they stream, their social life and all that. You know, that's the best way you can follow them. And obviously, like I said, everybody will be participating in an NCT one way or the other. So follow them and then follow NCT. So let's go, Eunice.
I'm Eunice. I do not actually stream, but you can probably catch me. I don't know if whoever will probably invite me, probably behind the scene, but I do just have a simple Instagram. But like, you'll see me everywhere on Discord. So if you guys ever wanna just talk, you can always let me know. You'll find me in a lot of VCs though, because I'm probably gonna be kind of walking around, kind of being like, "What's up? I want to see what's going on." But you'll definitely catch me in a lot of streams though, only because I'm just gonna be like with them or hosting with them as well. So you can just catch me around anywhere. You'll find me. Trust me, I'm not that quiet of a person when it goes out there. But you'll know me. You'll see me. So that's it for now.
you'll hear her.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll hear me.
Actually, Eunice is one of the person that's like, what do you call it? I wouldn't say 10 times more exciting, but definitely a lot more vibrant outside of when she's not on camera. So, interesting.
Okay, Dave. Okay, Dave. We will have a talk.
Set her out.
We'll have a talk, Dave.
Yeah, go ahead, G. G is going to be covering the whole tournament, right? You're also going to be covering the whole tournament.
Yes, I'll be covering the whole tournament. G the Ico, as you know. I'll be on YouTube and Facebook. Everybody's normally always watching me on YouTube though, so if you want an engaging community, definitely over there. They're amazing. And who knows? I might invite somebody to come watch the qualifiers with me as well.
You should come take me.
She's taking the spot right away.
Oh, are you guys co-casting together? Is that what's happening? Like,
Ooh.
I mean, the thing
I
is
can do
like.
play-by-play.
Okay.
wait, hold
But,
on. Private, you were partnering up with who? Yue or G?
Yui.
Oh, okay.
Yui said he wants to try to cast.
Aiko, you hear
So
this?
he wants-
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We
Partnership right now.
ca-
Partnership.
No, we
Battle.
can do it. We can do it. We can do it.
Branching
We can do
out.
it. I go. I got you. I got you. I
All
got
right.
you. I got you.
Podcast.
I got you. I got you.
Maybe somehow we'll get Xena involved, as like if you guys ever fight over Xena, you know,
Ooh.
like woo,
I might just stop. What happened?
as a special guest. Yeah, the combos are so
I'll be
yeah.
there,
You
probably working on everybody's streams.
Like
Yeah.
I would personally love to host with Wheezy, but he is currently right now in Florida looking for some new houses. Like so he's a little bit busy, so we might not
Houses.
see Wheezy around right now. But if Aiko wants to snatch me real quick, just for that meantime, I mean Aiko, what's up? What's up,
Hey.
Aiko?
What's up?
What's the plan? What's the plan?
Cool. Wait for the DMs.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about it. We'll talk
you guys
about
can
it. We'll
slip
talk
into the DM. So Yue, obviously you're gonna partner up with Private, but I know you've been streaming. So walk us through your socials one more time, and then anything you want to
man.
say to the viewers.
I got a little bit to say here. So in terms of like my streaming, my social, I don't do Twitch, I don't do Facebook. It's just all gonna be on YouTube. I got a nice, lovely, very supportive community up there. We do a lot of talks. I try to talk as much as I can with the chat, you know. And I used to play for Gosu, one of the roamers, and was the shot caller. So if you guys have any questions, any coaching, any tips you guys are looking to ask, my stream is available for free for you guys, right? And I also have a little lovely Discord server that you guys can pull up and, you know, come in and chat. So definitely make sure to come in and say hi. You know, we also got Eunice in there too. She's always there too, partnering
The
up with a
people
lot
there-
of the
people
stuff.
there
Yep.
are amazing. Like they are
Yep.
the most sweetest, nicest people. Some of the nicest people I've met in there.
Yeah.
They're really supportive. Yeah.
Shout outs to my Discord family. But before we end, a little bit of something to say to all the people. You know, I've been there. I haven't done that. I haven't won anything, but I know for a fact everyone has been working so hard, practicing, scrimming, putting their schedules in, not sleeping. You know, it's been tiring. But NACT is coming up. This is when you guys just really have to bring out that energy, bring out that grit, and like really pull through in some of these matches, because I've been there and it's tough and it's hard. And you know, teams can get upset, people get mad. But at the end of the day, you know, we're all in this together. It's a whole community type of thing. You know, even if you lose, come support your team, come support the streamers, watch, learn, and just become better. Maybe someday, you know, you can be like a 50, 60% win rate player and then turn into that 75, 80% that next season, right? So don't give up, you know, even if you lose on the first day, because again, there's that loser bracket and like, there's so much more for us to do. So like, again, good luck, because it's gonna be tough, but again, I know you guys work so hard, so you know, just keep it up. You guys are almost there, and you know, make sure to have some fun.
The motivational speech.
Everybody cry.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I didn't
I
expect
thought it
hard
this.
a little
you
quick.
don't even cry what you were talking about too. So still,
Oh my god. How do you follow that? It's
like
like
a private.
there's nothing you can say after that. It's like the guy who had to go on stage after like MLK. You know, it's like it must be the worst feeling ever.
No, it's tough, you know. Like, there's a reason why I transferred from there to here, and there's a reason why like I had to leave Gosu. You know, the goal doesn't align, the schedule doesn't align. I have to commit a lot of time here, and I also wanted to commit a lot of time there. So for a period of time, it was really stressful. You know, again, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to even be a part of such a good organization. And I've also been on, you know, some of the round tables before when we were doing the M3. So, you know, it's been great. And like, you know, I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna play. You know, you guys can invite me, say hi, all that good stuff. But
All
I love
right.
you guys all, man.
The good
I
vibes.
feel like I feel like it's good coming in from UA because knowing that he has been in a tournament setting, like he's the one that can tell you, you know, like it's okay that you can lose. It's okay that you might not get the spot that you want, and it's okay that like your team might not succeed as far as you wanted to. But I feel like people always talk about how they're nervous and like how like they can't sit still, they're stressed and upset, just like UA said, but like you don't really truly know the deep gut feeling once you get into that tournament. Once you switch your mindset into that game, you really don't know. Like you can talk about it, you could talk about your emotions, but like just letting you guys know, you guys should know that it's okay, knowing that's coming from a professional player. Like it's like UA put in some good 2 cents, so I also wish the best of luck to everybody. I don't have that gut feeling yet, so I can't say much, but all I can do is as a caster, when I do end up casting all of y'all's games, like I could just wish that like our casting with Private, Ben, Wheezy, Deku, Trex, and I hope that we can give you like a little bit of that enthusiasm, that little bit of a push, knowing that we're gonna be there behind you, watching over you guys, like little guardian angels is what UA loves to call it in his server. So like, just know that from all the casters.
Crying.
Just know that from all the casters, we're giving you the best of luck. We're giving you the best of love from the NACT staff and family in the backside. So
We love you.
we're rooting. We all
Yes.
love you.
We're
We all love
rooting
you
for
guys.
you.
Yeah.
You guys all got this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like again, I don't know what to say to follow that, so we're just gonna do some like I see some questions in the chat. When did NACT start, and then how does it work? So I'm just gonna quickly go over that. The NACT Open Qualifier starts this weekend. It's not on official broadcast. The regular season starts next weekend. Okay, that's gonna be where you see all the live stream on all the official socials for Mobile Legends North America channel. Now, the NACT Open Qualifier is gonna be streamed through, just like you heard everybody talked about here, on their channel. So they'll be covering through the entire tournament. The best thing to do is join our official Discord channel. There you will find all the links you will need to find. Also make sure to follow everybody who are talking today, because they will be streaming and casting the entire event. That's where you can find the best coverage for the entire Open Qualifier. The matches that you want to see, right? You want to see Ohio Brothers, you want to see Bloodthirsty King, you want to see how they perform, who's going to be the first 4 teams in this bloodbath that make it out to the regular season. Well, they're going to be covering all of that this weekend, so make sure to go follow them. That's the most important thing. Again, Saturday, it's all about winner bracket. Sunday, it's all about a loser bracket. We will find the top 8 teams. Once again, thank you so much to all of the great talents who are on the desk today. You guys have been amazing, been incredible. Big shout out to all the viewers who joined us tonight for the discussion. Make sure to share this video with your friends if they want to know a little bit more about NACT, all the teams that joined this tournament, a little bit of analysis about the bracket. With that, this is us signing off. We'll see you all tomorrow, right? Tomorrow? Bye, guys.
Yes, tomorrow.
Smile and wave.
Yep, tomorrow.